Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking through some player props I like on Prizepicks for today's NBA slate on Wednesday, February the 5th. We got a big Wednesday slate tonight, 11 games, so going to be a lot of props to choose from, guys. I'm making this video the night before on Tuesday night, so we don't have all the props up yet right now, but once we do get all the props up, I do give out more Prizepicks plays. I post those on Patreon every day. If you want to check that out, it's linked down below in the description. But right now we have props up for 4 of the 11 games, and I did find 3 early plays that I liked. We're going to talk about those. We're going to break them down in this video. Now, before we do get started, make sure you guys hit that like button down below. If you do enjoy these Prizepicks videos, hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys are new to the channel, and if you don't have an account over on Prizepicks, be sure to go sign up for Prizepicks and use that promo code NOAH. When you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code, and place your first lineup, you'll get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account. So make sure to check out Prizepicks if you have not yet. And also, we do have a partnership with Sleeper, so I want to shout out Sleeper as well. If you guys don't have an account on Sleeper, you can sign up, use promo code NOAH over there, and when you play $5, you'll get $55 worth of free lineups. So this is a cool promo Sleeper's doing that replaces their 100% deposit match bonus, which was a promo that would entice you to deposit more money because you would get a bigger bonus the more money you would put in. With this promo, you don't have to deposit a lot of money. You can just put in the minimum, play a $5 lineup. Doesn't matter if you win, lose. You're going to get $55 worth of free lineups that you can use to play with. Hopefully, win some money off of and start to build a bankroll up off of. So definitely go check out Sleeper if you guys have not yet. Download their app and use promo code NOAH when you do sign up. But we got some props to talk about, guys, for this big slate on Wednesday. Now, I want to recap our plays from Tuesday before we talk through our plays for today. So we gave out 3 picks Tuesday. It was a losing day. We only hit 1 of the 3 picks that we gave out. Did hit Joel Embiid over 11.5 rebounds plus assist. Embiid had a huge game, played big minutes, which was something that I definitely didn't expect. We got word he was going to be limited to around 30 minutes, and I think he played like 36 minutes or something. And honestly, I think he had a triple-double. I can't remember checking the box score, but I want to say Embiid had a triple-double. I mean, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to check just to confirm because I want to look at it myself. Yeah, he had 29, 11, and 10, and he played 36 minutes. So that was kind of surprising, but they play again tomorrow. The Sixers do, and they've already said they're resting Embiid tomorrow. Not really surprising. But yeah, we hit the over on Embiid. Unfortunately, we missed on the Porzingis first half over. Felt really good about that play. Porzingis has been a first half machine this season. And go figure, the day I take his first half over is the day he plays terrible in the first half and then had a big second half. I think he actually wound up going over his PRA line for like the whole game. But he went under in the first half because he shot like 0 for 7 in the first half. Just had a horrible start to the game. It is what it is. I guess that's just my luck. But we also missed, unfortunately, on Miles McBride over 9.5 points. Another prop that I definitely felt good about, but it was really weird seeing McBride only play 19 minutes. I think is what he played on Monday or on Tuesday night. Yeah, he played 20 minutes, had 4 points. He didn't really take a lot of shots. Definitely would have expected him to play more than 20 minutes, especially with OG Anunoby out again. But that was probably a play, maybe I regret, maybe not. But I feel like more times than not when McBride gets like 25 minutes, he scores 10 points. But obviously the minutes were not there like I thought they would be, especially on a back-to-back. I wasn't expecting the Knicks to play their starters so many minutes, but that's something that they just seem to do every night. And Tom Thibodeau's a guy that's just going to play his starters huge minutes every night, no matter what the situation is. So betting on a role player for the Knicks is probably not the greatest idea with how they play their starters so much. So we took some losses on Tuesday. We'll see if we can bounce back here for the slate on Wednesday, guys. And again, I've got 3 early plays I do like. Taking a first look at this slate on Tuesday night. So first prop we're going to take a look at that I do like on Wednesday is going to be a points prop. And I'm liking Victor Wembanyama for more than 23.5 points. So Wemby will be playing with De'Aaron Fox today. De'Aaron Fox is expected to make his Spurs debut. So obviously playing alongside De'Aaron Fox now, probably going to see Wemby take a little bit of a hit in terms of usage. This season, Wemby's had a really big usage rate, not really surprising. Now that he's going to be playing alongside another high-usage player like De'Aaron Fox, maybe he, takes a little bit of a hit when it comes to usage, but I do still expect Wemby to be, the focal point of the Spurs offense. I mean, Wemby's had a huge role this season. He's a guy that takes a ton of shots. He's a volume shooter. You look at his game log lately, he's gone over this points prop in 3 of his last 5 games for what it's worth. in these games in terms of shot attempts: 20, 20, 16, 16, 21, 18. Like, he just takes a ton of shots, and it's a great matchup for him against Atlanta. Atlanta this season, especially as of late, have been really vulnerable to opposing centers. They don't have Clint Capella right now. He's already been ruled out for this game. And Onyeka Okongwu defensively has definitely struggled as of late. And if we do look over their last 5 games, Atlanta's giving up the 4th most points in the paint over their last 5 games. Now, Victor Wembanyama is a player that can score from everywhere. He can shoot threes. He can score, in the mid-range. But in the paint, that's where obviously he's so effective, because he's just, he's so tall and he's so tough to guard because of his height. And Atlanta's been very vulnerable in the paint as of late. I think this is a really good matchup for Wemby. I think it actually is a little bit of a tougher matchup for De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is probably going to have to deal with Dyson Daniels, who's a really good one-on-one defender. You look at the bigs on this Atlanta roster, outside of Okongwu, they don't really have a lot of bigs that are going to slow down Wemby here. I think the way that Wemby struggles scoring the ball is if Atlanta just decides to double team him or triple team him, which I guess they could do. But now that they have De'Aaron Fox, I think it's a lot less likely that you're going to see teams be able to double team Wemby, because they're going to have to focus on Fox now. So I do like the spot a lot for Victor Wembanyama here. I think it's a really good matchup for him. He's been playing well as of late. It's a spot where he should also play pretty big minutes. It's a game that projects to be competitive. Right now, this game does have a close spread of 4.5. It also has a pretty high total as well, so it's expected to be a higher scoring game. And if you want to look at Wemby's history versus the Hawks, for what it's worth, he's faced the Hawks 3 times. He's done really well against them. Had 21 points in only 29 minutes, 26 points in only 27 minutes, and then had 42 points in 37 minutes against Atlanta. Obviously, that was back before they had De'Aaron Fox. Now, obviously, playing alongside Fox, things might be different here, but I expect Wemby to still have a really big role. And like I said, I think the matchup's really good for Wemby. I think it's a little bit of a tougher matchup for Fox. So we're going to take Victor Wembanyama for more than 23.5 points. Now, the next prop that I like is going to be a prop on Isaiah Collier. And we're going to take Isaiah Collier for more than 17.5 points plus assist. So Isaiah Collier has had a really, really big role as of late, ever since the Jazz put him into the starting lineup. So he has been starting at point guard over their last, 13 games he has started. And he's played pretty well, and over that stretch, he's gone over this PA line. And I want to say, his last, 10 games, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So last 9 games, he's gone over this line in 8 out of 9. And one of the games he went under, the game he did go under was against Memphis, which is probably, not the best matchup. Memphis, good defensively. Golden State, defensively, probably going to get better now that they have Draymond Green back. But as of late, Golden State has really struggled defensively. They've been one of the worst defensive teams in the league as of late, I want to say. I'm going to take a look at that just to confirm. This season, Golden State, in terms of defensive rating, they rank 9th in defensive rating. But if you look over their last 5 games, they rank, they still rank 10th in defensive rating over the last 5 games. Let's take a look at their last 10 games. Last 10 games, they rank 22nd over their last 10 games. So, you look at a sample over, the last week or two, Golden State has struggled defensively. Sure, getting Draymond Green back probably will help here, but I think the spot's pretty good for Isaiah Collier. The role has been really good as well. Lately, you look at his minutes, since he's been in the starting lineup, he's consistently been playing around 30 minutes a night. Over their last 5 games, in terms of minutes for Collier, he's played 28, 32, 30, 28, and 32. Before that, 33, 37, 27, 37, 27, 34. So, he's consistently been getting upper 20s to low 30s in minutes. And I think now we can expect him to play even more minutes, because the Jazz are going to be without Colin Sexton. So that's one less guard they have that could take minutes away from Collier. And for what it's worth, Collier has been really good in the games that he's played without Sexton this season. Now, he's only played 2 games without Sexton this season, but in those 2 games, he's had 21 and 31 points plus assists. He's had big assist games in those games, 10 assists and 11 assists on 13 potential assists and 17 potential assists. And over their last 13 games that he has started, Collier has led the team in potential assists, averaging 14.4 potential assists per game over their last 13 games. So, he's been doing a lot of facilitating. Scoring-wise, he's not a guy that typically scores the ball a ton, but as of late, he has shown an ability to score lately. Over his last 5 games, 11 points, 12 points, 11, 12, 12, 8, 20, 11, 23. When he first started, when they first put him in the starting lineup, he wasn't really doing much from a scoring perspective. But as of late, we started to see him be more willing to shoot the ball. He's had some bigger offensive games lately, and the facilitating's been what's been so good for him. He's just been diming like crazy, getting a bunch of assists. I think he's going to have the ball in his hands even more now that Colin Sexton's out. So I do like Isaiah Collier for more than 17.5 points plus assist. And the final prop that I like is going to be a prop on Yves Missi. And we're going to take Yves Missi for more than 14.5 points plus rebounds. So I took an over on Yves Missi last game in this same matchup against Denver. It was his fantasy score. His fantasy score line was at 20 last game. We took that in the Patreon, which cashed for us. I like this points plus rebounds line, though, on Yves Missi. So last game, he did go under this PR line. He only had 14 points plus rebounds, but he got pretty unlucky to only finish with 14 because, for one, he played a ton of minutes last game, and the Pelicans are going to need him out there to guard Jokic in this matchup. So I think as long as Missi avoids foul trouble, he's probably playing close to 30 minutes here. Last game, he played 34 minutes. The game before that against Boston, he played 30 minutes. And the game before that against Dallas, he played 29 minutes. So the minutes have been really strong on Missi as of late. There's no Brandon Ingram right now. There's no DeJounte Murray. While obviously those guys are guards and they're not technically centers, that still should open up some usage, some opportunity for Missi. Missi's not a guy that's going to take a ton of possessions. Like, he's not going to take a bunch of shots. He's not going to go out there and take like 15 shots, but he's a really good rebounder. He's been aggressive on the glass this season. He's averaging around 17 rebound chances per game this season. Last game, he had 17 rebound chances, got pretty unlucky to only finish with 6 rebounds on 17 rebound chances. And since he's going to be guarding Jokic, he's going to be around the basket a lot. He's going to be in position to grab rebounds. Just kind of got unlucky last game with a bunch of those rebounds not falling his way. But again, did have 17 rebound chances. And you look at the matchup here. Obviously, Jokic is a really good offensive center. He's a guy that can draw fouls as well. So there's definitely some foul trouble risk for Missi, but he was able to avoid fouls last game. And Denver this season, they've been really vulnerable to opposing centers. We've seen centers do pretty well against Denver. Denver is top 10 in both points and rebounds allowed to centers this season. Denver has also struggled around the paint, giving up a lot of points in the paint this season. They're actually giving up the 4th most points in the paint this season. So, I don't think the matchup's really bad here for Missi. It's just, can he stay out of foul trouble? That's kind of the concern. But he's done a pretty good job of staying out of foul trouble this season. Knock on wood, he avoids foul trouble here. But last game had 8 points and 6 rebounds, played 34 minutes. If you give me anywhere near 34 minutes from Missi, I would feel pretty good about him going over this PR line. And I want to say when he's played around 30 minutes, he's gone over this line more times than not. I could actually look at that real quick just to confirm. But this season, when Missi has played at least 30 minutes, let's take a look at this. Let's see what his PR lines are. So he's only played 30 minutes. He's played 30 minutes, it looks like about 12, 13 games here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 games this season. He's gone over this line in 13 out of 14. Last game was his first game this season, playing 30 minutes and not getting 15 PR. Every other game this season where he's played 30 minutes, he's gotten over this PR line. So that just kind of shows you that, if the minutes are there, typically the production can be there. And if you want to look at his games this season without DeJounte Murray and without Brandon Ingram, so obviously both those guys are out right now. Without DeJounte and without Brandon Ingram, Missi has had 20, 29, 20, and 14 points plus rebounds. Obviously the game he had 14 was last game, but against Cleveland, he had 20 points plus rebounds in only 19 minutes. Against the Pacers, he had 29 points plus rebounds in only 31 minutes. And then he had 20 points plus rebounds in only 19 minutes against Charlotte. I would expect him to play around 26 to 30 minutes here, maybe more. He played 34 last game. Definitely think this line on Missi is a little bit low. I think the books are adjusting for the matchup with Jokic, but I don't know if they really should be because the Jokic and Denver this season, they've been giving up some big games to centers. They've been vulnerable, giving up scoring around the rim. That's obviously where Missi kind of gets his production, is from putbacks, from dunks. And Denver's been vulnerable to that stuff this season. So, like these as our 3 props, guys, for this slate. On Wednesday, we're going to take Victor Wembanyama for more than 23.5 points, Isaiah Collier for more than 17.5 points plus assist, and Yves Missi for more than 14.5 points plus rebounds. Unfortunately, we had a rough day on Tuesday, missing 2 of our 3 picks, only hitting 1. But hopefully we can bounce back here. Got 3 plays I like. Let's see if we can go 3-0 on these 3 plays. But as always, guys, appreciate you watching. Hit that like button down below if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button as well. And make sure that you go check out Prizepicks, sign up for Prizepicks, and use promo code NOAH to get those $50 in promo funds, once you play your first $5 lineup. But as always, guys, good luck. Thanks for watching. Let's win some money on this big Wednesday slate, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.